welcome. And today we are going to present two different events which everybody can go to and enjoy. Everybody is tired of winter. It's time to open up the windows, put out the bird feeders, and just enjoy God's beautiful world, because springtime has at last come to us. And I'm so thrilled to have two special people here. My friend Meta Armstrong, who is a master gardener, and next to her is Evelyn Onofrio, and she is also a master gardener.
Yes.
And I just love to look. So there's going to be a garden tour with 6 gardens, which will be open to the public to enjoy the last weekend in April.
That's right.
And then there's a plant sale. And there are all kinds of things for sale in addition to plants. And that will be on Saturday, May the 3rd.
That's right.
So you're here to tell us about all of these things. And thank you for bringing these lovely things to brighten up our lives. Yeah. So
Show and tell, isn't it?
well, that's okay.
It's our
Now, we
pleasure.
have all these beautiful plants. And now's the time to think about it, isn't it?
That is right. Now that it's getting warmer, and we're looking to see what survived our garden from the winter time, and then to fill in, we want to fill in and put new pretties in our garden. And so coming to our plant sale and going on this garden tour is just the perfect way to get new ideas and to get the
Now,
juices flowing.
The plant sale is on Saturday, May the 3rd.
That's correct.
From 8 o'clock in the morning until
2
o'clock.
And be there, Peggy, at 8
You got to
o'clock.
get
That's
there
right.
early. Now,
Yes.
it is
It's early.
at the University Center in
Yes, ma'am.
Greenville.
That's right.
And will there be people there to sort of help you? I mean,
We will have a whole crew of
so
people.
you don't buy
No,
something you
won't
shouldn't
be by yourself. And there's tons of people, tons of volunteers that will help you in your selection and steer you in the right direction so that you go home with the plants that will look great in your yard.
Because if you have a shady spot, you
That's
want to
right.
get something that's going to belong there.
That's right. You don't want to plant something just for the sun if all you have is shade. So there's plenty of help there to
Now,
steer you in the right direction.
You've got to see this. Look at this. Look at this snake.
Now that's
is-
made from bottle caps.
And it's bottle caps, the whole thing. Now he's going to be at the plant sale.
He could be at the plant sale, yes ma'am.
Now,
So
whether
they'll
he's
have
for
all kinds
sale
of
or not is
novelty
another
things to
matter.
sell. This
Well, he could sell out
is
easily.
priceless.
He could go really quick too.
I would imagine so. And then this is adorable. Look at this. People make these. This is just a saucer.
That's just a saucer and a couple of little other things.
And
that
here's a
they've-
little bee up there. Or
They've
a-
just
no,
Ladybug.
a
ladybug.
ladybug. Yes.
And they've just glued those together and soldered that onto
And
that
you just
copper
put
piping.
it down in your garden.
It's just a piece of garden art.
People have such imagination, but that's part of that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then the garden tour
Yes,
is by the Greenville Council Garden Club.
that's right. We've got 17 garden clubs, and all of them will be participating in the garden. We'll have many docents in the gardens. We've got 6 gardens in the North Main area, and our theme this year is harmony, past, present, and future. And the past is in the North Main area. The present are the wonderful 6 gardens there, and the future are the Linky Stone Children's Garden,
be a children's
which
garden.
is managed by the master
That's right.
gardeners, and they'll have activities there and for the children. And then the other is a park, which is the Kilgore Lewis House, and it is an arboretum, and it's the only arboretum in the city, and it is labeled with Latin names on the trees. And that grant money came from the master gardeners from their income from plant sales. So we're just kind of
Right, now,
intertwined.
the plant sale is free. You can just go in and hopefully
Open
you'll
to the
find some
public.
plants you need.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. The garden tour, you have to buy a ticket.
Yes, ma'am.
And the money will stay right here.
Oh,
And it goes to
right. the Kilgore Lewis House, the
Kilgore,
Garden
which is a
Council.
gem. If you haven't visited, it's a gorgeous old house. And the gardens and the lands around it, it's a joy to be there. Any season of the year, especially
That's
at
right.
Christmas time.
Yes, and we decorate rather well for there. But now springtime will be lovely, and of course the Kilgore Lewis House is open to be rented for weddings and
Yes.
events too.
Yeah. Now you brought some tell us about what these things are you brought.
Well, the two plants there, right there, are conifers, and in the wintertime especially, conifers look great because they add winter interest. And so we probably, most likely, will have some conifers like this for sale at the plant sale. And then some of the other things that we have, like this iris. Irises are very, very popular because a lot of times they're one of the first things that bloom in the spring. And so they're very easy to maintain. They're not very fussy, and they take full sun or part shade. And this particular one is Japanese roof iris, and it has a very pretty bluish purple flower in the springtime.
And you see the little babies that are coming off, and you just
Yes.
pop those off and put them next to it.
That's
And
right. And then you can just root them wherever you want them in your yard. So they're very easy to maintain and easy to grow. Another one of my favorites is this particular plant, and this is called the Jewel of Opar. And this is an annual basically, but it reseeds like crazy. So if you're looking for something that just is low maintenance and just will cover a large area in your yard, this is a great plant to have. And it has very tiny little pink flowers in the summer, and it blooms all summer long. But the wonderful thing about it is this beautiful chartreuse color, which is great, especially if you have a dark green area in your landscape.
And this is shady,
Full sun.
full sun.
Oh, you
Great
gotta
in
have
rock
sun for
gardens.
this.
Great in rock gardens. No maintenance. Doesn't need a lot of water. You just plant it in there and it will go crazy.
And probably the nurseries don't have this.
This is one of the things that
Well, see-
master gardeners grow and that you can get at our plant sale that you can't get in a lot of other places.
8 o'clock.
See, I don't know any place else you could go and get plants and a snake all at the same time.
And another plant I want to talk about that.
What is that?
This is a begonia,
All right.
and it's the Morocco
I was
begonia.
going to say, it doesn't look like.
Isn't that
It
interesting?
doesn't, but it has a
Feathery.
really pretty little pink flower in the spring and summer. But the nice thing about this is an annual, and a lot of people grow it as a house plant as well. But if you put it in your yard or containers, the nice thing is that it's a ground cover, and it takes the place of the impatiens. Because as you know, the impatiens have had a really, really tough time this year.
Yeah, everybody
and they've
has.
had so you can't get impatiens anymore.
And don't buy them
So
because they
this-
have a disease.
They do have a disease. So we, as master gardeners, we're educating the public that, you can't have impatiens. So this is a great alternative to impatiens.
Isn't that
because-
sweet?
And you don't have to have a huge area.
You don't.
If you live in a condo or you live, you just have a small area.
This is
you
great
can
for
still
containers and
have
a small
beautiful
little,
things
yes,
growing.
you can.
Yes.
Right.
And I think some people think, oh, I have to have a great big yard. I can't have anything. And that's not true.
It's not. And the last thing I want to talk about just briefly is this will grow into a bay tree.
You're
You know, the
kidding.
bay
No,
leaves?
These are bay
Yes.
leaves, like you can use. So you can take this leaf off and use it in any of your soups or dishes.
And it's a shame they don't take this as previous sale because I'd buy this right now.
this is one of the things that will be for sale in our plant sale.
And you will have things
And you can
that
plant this in the
nurseries
ground or
don't
keep
have.
it in a container.
You're going to have some special
We will have some
things.
stuff that you can't find at nurseries.
And that's one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
Okay, and then of course you have some beautiful plants down there. And what is this little characters down there?
Well, those will probably be, the other table that we have in addition to our plants is garden treasures. And so we have a whole table of garden treasures, and you will see stuff like that for sale.
And the little birdhouse.
Just
And the little
little things
birdhouse.
to put
Yes.
out in the yard or in your
Yes,
garden.
at a
add
at a garage
interest.
sale price. I mean, we sell everything for $1 or 50
Okay.
cents. So,
Okay.
you can get all sorts of little
And
treasures
Ellen,
like
what
that.
is this over here?
The plant,
No, in front of it.
The
the
bird,
birdhouse.
birdhouse.
That's beautiful.
That could be in the garden treasures as well. We never know because all of the stuff that we sell is donated by other master gardeners, and so they will just bring it and then we will just,
What
sell it
does
for them.
You're both master. What does it take to become a master gardener?
Well, the Master Gardener program is an affiliation of the Clemson Extension Agency, and Master Gardeners assist the Clemson Extension agent in providing education to the public about horticulture. And so to become a Master Gardener, you take a class that lasts from about 4 months, 4 hours once a week. And so
A test every week.
yes, they do have tests, and then they have a grand test at the end. And so once you pass your test,
Then you're a master gardener for life.
yes, you are. Well, yes, you are. And then you have 40 hours of
You have
education
to
service.
give back to the community,
Yes, you
don't
do.
you? So that's what you people do, like
Yes,
with the
we do.
Kilgore Lewis House.
And we also, the Master Gardeners, we put together a symposium every year.
The fabulous one.
And that's our big education event for the public. And then, of course, our plant sale funds all of the activities that we do within the community. In addition to the Linky Stone Children's Garden, we also have 2 other teaching gardens that are on Roper Mountain. And so, and then we provide Ask a Master Gardener tables, which is, like at any other farmer's market
or anything like that.
we will have a table there where people can
right.
come by.
Now, the Council of Garden Clubs, there will be 6 gardens, and that is on April, when is it?
The 25th and
25th and
26th.
That's the last weekend in April.
Yes.
And everything should be really beautiful.
It should be. We're hoping.
And yeah, and
this
that
winter.
is, can you buy a ticket at the last minute?
Yes, you can, and those are 20. You can buy them beforehand at $18. You
And-
can call the Kilgore Lewis House.
It's
and
a great
Well,
event
we
for a
have
group.
we have a website. I think that we also have a phone number, and you
Yes.
can call and you can get a ticket for $18, or you can just buy one that day.
Yes, for
can.
20.
And where does it start?
Well, you can start, the easiest place to start would be at the Kilgore Lewis
All right.
House at 560 Academy Street.
in downtown Greenville.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then all of them are sprinkled out from
Or
there.
You can go
and-
from there, and they'll give
Some
you
of
a
them you can
map
do-
that you can follow.
Yes,
and,
yes.
And go, and plan
It's a
the
fun
day.
tour.
Just plan the day,
It is.
because it's not something you can rush through. There's too many beautiful things
You don't want to.
enjoy.
That's right.
Well, and
Yeah.
another thing that we're doing different this year is we're having at the Kilgore Lewis House a food trucks.
this is gonna be fun.
3 food trucks each day.
They're going to have food trucks at the Kilgore Lewis House, so you don't even have to leave. You can have a lunch and sit in the garden, and it's just a fun thing to do. And we are going to go to a quick break. And Nita, you said you had an arrangement you're going to do for us? Okay, we'll be right back
bags so well.
with some flowers.